Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, beta. But we were doing inflorescence in the morning. Let me see how much you all remember. Chal. What is this inflorescence? This one? Racemose or cymose?
Racemose.
Okay, the growth has terminated now. This is the oldest flower. This is which one?
Cymose.
See this? This is acropetal succession. This is basipetal. Older flowers at the base, younger ones on the top. Acropetal or basipetal?
Acropetal.
Yes. New flowers will go towards the base, नीचे की तरफ. So we are going to have which order was this?
Basipetal order.
Yes. This was pedicel. What was this swollen part?
Receptacle.
Yes. If you have these small leaves below the receptacle, then these leaves are known as?
Bracts.
Bracts.
And such a flower which has bracts is known as which flower?
Bracteate.
अच्छा, इधर देखते हैं बेटा. This is receptacle. Receptacle के नीचे तो bracts है नहीं. However, ऊपर है ये green structure. What is this?
Sepal.
Sepal.
So we can easily differentiate between sepals and bracts. If you see receptacle के ऊपर है तो sepal है, नीचे है तो bracts. So here we do not have bracts. So this flower will be called as?
Ebracteate.
Good. Then we talked about these. Perianth. Both of them are fused. Petals and sepals. Calyx and corolla is fused. So this is perianth. Is this a perianth?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Because if you see sepals and petals are separate, they are not fused. So this is not a perianth. However, this is a perianth. Then we did this actinomorphic flowers. Which kind of symmetry is this?
Radial symmetry.
Radial symmetry.
Means you can cut it along any plane and you're going to get equal halves. This is with symmetry.
Bilateral symmetry.
Yes. Such flowers which have bilateral symmetry are called?
Zygomorphic plants.
Zygomorph.
This is totally asymmetrical. Okay. Irregular symmetry. So these flowers are asymmetrical flowers. This is actinomorphic. This is zygomorphic, bilateral symmetry. And this is your asymmetric or irregular flower. Now we are moving on to the types of flowers based on the number of appendages. We have done a lot of classification of flowers. Now on the basis of the number of appendages we are going to do, means how many floral appendages are there. Flowers are of three types: trimerous, tetramerous, and pentamerous. If the floral appendages are in multiples of three, चलिए इसको समझ लेते हैं. If you see these are three, and here please count how many?
6.
6. Is it a multiple of 3?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Then we are going to call such flowers as trimerous. Remember, it's not only 3, it is multiples of 3 as well. Floral appendages are multiples of 4. Here we have 4. यहाँ 4 ऊपर है, 4 नीचे है, दिख नहीं रहा है. However, it is 8 that they are trying to tell you. So these would be again multiples of 4. So it's going to be tetramerous. Count here how many? You can count here
5.
also. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5. So such a flower is
Pentamerous.
So on based on number of floral appendages, flowers are of many types. We've taken up trimerous, tetramerous, pentamerous. Based on the position of the calyx, corolla, and androecium, again we have flowers of 3 types. So we are doing different classifications. Don't worry, I'll revise with you different classifications again. Based on the position of calyx, corolla, androecium, मतलब आप इतना कंफ्यूज मत होइए, बस ये याद रखिए based on the position of ovary, बस इतना याद रखो. Based on the position of ovary, we have three kinds of flowers: hypogynous, perigynous, and epigynous. This is based on the position of what? Ovary. Hypogynous, which is the second category,
Perigynous.
perigynous, and this is epigynous. चलिए देखते हैं इसको. Hypogynous. देखो बच्चों. This is the ovary. See the position over here. I'm talking about the hypogynous plant. This is the ovary. This is the ovary. See, it is below the ovary that all parts are there. देखो, ये क्या है? ये कौन सा पार्ट है? Tell me, what is this? What is this that I'm showing you?
Filament.
Yes, this is filament. On the top we have, what is this?
Anther.
Anther.
बट अब ध्यान से देखो बेटा, ये ओवरी के नीचे से निकल रहा है. ठीक है. अब पेटल्स पे आ जाओ बेटा. ये पेटल है आपका, ये यहाँ से ओरिजिनेट कर रहा है. सेपल्स ये यहाँ से ओरिजिनेट कर रही है. मतलब हाईएस्ट पोजीशन जो है सबसे ऊपर, इट इज व्हाट? Ovary.
Ovary.
Yes. Such ovaries are called superior ovaries. What do we call these ovaries as?
Superior ovary.
Superior.
You can simply see this China rose और mustard flower में. अगर आप ये देखो, स्टेम है. ठीक है. ये आपका ओवरी वाला पार्ट है. सेपल्स हैं. ऑल अदर पार्ट्स आर बिलो. यहाँ पे सबसे क्लियर दिखेगा आपको. यहाँ पे देख लीजिए. दिस इज द ओवरी. यहाँ पे ये नीचे है इससे. द मेल पार्ट, इफ यू सी, द मेल इज बिलो दिस. सेपल्स भी यहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं. इतना नीचे ओवरी से. मेल वाला पार्ट भी एंड्रोशियम नीचे है. सेपल्स भी नीचे हैं. सब कुछ नीचे है. ओवरी सबसे ऊपर है. So such kind of an ovary is called superior ovary, and the flower is called as the hypogynous flower. Hypogynous. Now see perigynous. ठीक है. इसको देखो बच्चों. Gynoecium or ovary is situated in the center, and other parts of the flower are located on the rim of the thalamus almost at the same level. ये हमारा ओवरी है. ये देखिए. ये देखो, इसी के साथ यहाँ पे ऊपर क्या है आपका? ये मेल पार्ट्स है. ये आपके सेपल्स हो गए. इसके आसपास सब कुछ ओवरी के आसपास ऑलमोस्ट एट द सेम लेवल, नॉट एग्जैक्टली एट द सेम लेवल. अगर आप देखो, ये ओवरी का पोजीशन है और ये थोड़ा सा ये ऊपर ये है. ओवरी बहुत नीचे भी नहीं है. सो ऑलमोस्ट एट द सेम लेवल है सारे के सारे. सब आसपास है. ऑल ऑफ देम. इफ यू सी ओवर हियर, इट विल बी मोर क्लियर टू यू. ठीक है. वी हैव अ सेंट्रल ओवरी. सब आसपास है इसके, एंड ऑलमोस्ट लोकेशन भी थोड़ा बहुत. ये देखिए, यहाँ से मेल पार्ट स्टार्ट कर रहा है. So this ovary is known as half inferior ovary. Half inferior. अगर पूरी तरह नीचे चले जाते तो inferior होता. पूरी तरह ऊपर चला गया तो superior है. ये ना पूरी तरह नीचे है ना पूरी तरह ऊपर है. Almost same है. So we're going to call such an ovary as
Half inferior ovary.
Rose is the best example. Rose is the best example for this. So this kind of ovaries, they're known as half inferior ovaries. And the flowers are called as perigynous. ये देखो बच्चा, ये this is the ovary over here. Okay, सब इसके आसपास है. Half inferior. Epigynous flowers. See this now. ओवरी सबसे नीचे है. That's why I said बाकी सब कुछ भूल जाओ, सिर्फ ओवरी का पोजीशन देखिए. ओवरी बिल्कुल क्लियर पूरी तरह नीचे है. ये सेपल्स, मेल पार्ट, फ्लावर्स सब ऊपर ग्रो कर रहे हैं. Other parts of the flower arise above the ovary. Such an ovary is known as which ovary?
Inferior ovary.
Inferior ovary.
This is the inferior ovary, and such kind of flowers are called epigynous flowers. Forget about all other things. Only remember the position of ovary, and then you'll be able to tell the three kinds of flowers. पहचानने की कोशिश करते हैं. चलिए, ये है हमारा. ये क्या होगा? Let's see this. This is the ovary part. इसके नीचे है सब कुछ. Male part, sepal, petals. So सबसे ऊपर highest position is of what?
Ovary.
Ovary.
Such ovary is called as
Superior ovary.
Superior ovary.
Good. And the flowers are known as
Hypogynous.
hypogynous. Shall we? Let's do this. The ovary is in the center. ओके, यहाँ से देख लीजिए स्टाइल वाले पार्ट पे ही लगभग यहाँ पे ही आपका ये ग्रोथ स्टार्ट हो रहा है. देखिए बेटा, इसमें अगर हम ये लेवल देखते हैं स्टाइल वाले लेवल से, तो इससे नीचे ग्रो कर रहे हैं मेल पार्ट्स. ओवर हियर द मेल इज हियर ऑलमोस्ट एट द सेम लेवल. बहुत ज्यादा नीचे भी नहीं है, बहुत ज्यादा ऊपर भी नहीं है ओवरी. सो सच काइंड ऑफ एन ओवरी इज कॉल्ड एज
Half
Half
inferior.
inferior ovary.
वेरी गुड, हाफ इंफीरियर. थोड़ा सा नीचे तो है, अगर आप देखो बेटा थोड़ा सा नीचे है, बट ऑलमोस्ट एट द, बाकी सारा पार्ट ओवरी का ऑलमोस्ट एट द सेम लेवल है बाकियों के, बट इतना थोड़ा सा नीचे जा रहा है. सो दिस इज नोन एज हाफ इंफीरियर ओवरी एंड सच फ्लावर्स आर नोन एज.
Perigynous.
दिस इज वेरी क्लियर. ओवरी सबसे नीचे है, all other parts of the flower are above the ovary. Such kind of an ovary is known as.
Inferior ovary.
Very good. And the flowers are known as
Epigynous.
Epigynous.
epigynous flowers. Okay, beta, these are known as epigynous flowers. Good. So hypogynous, on the basis of the position or the location of ovary, we have three kinds of flowers. Epigynous, I have already shown you. Parts of a flower: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Calyx is the sepals. All the sepals together, are known as calyx. All the petals together are corolla. The male part is androecium. The female part is gynoecium. Let me come into detail with this. Let us first study about calyx. ये देखिए बेटा, sepals. Sepals हम already पढ़ चुके हैं. Receptacle के ऊपर या नीचे?
ऊपर.
ऊपर है. Very good. And you must have seen rose का buds देखे होंगे, ये वाला rose buds.
Yes, ma'am.
Sepals, you must have seen that बेटा. सेपल्स एकदम फ्यूज्ड कंडीशन में रहते हैं, कुछ कुछ पेरियंस की तरह लगता है ये, isn't it? अगर आप ध्यान से देखिए, कुछ कुछ पेरियन जैसा स्ट्रक्चर है, बट व्हेन द फ्लावर ब्लूम्स तो ये सेपल्स ऐसे हो जाते हैं. सो ऑल द सेपल्स टुगेदर इज नोन एज कैलिक्स. दिस इज द आउटरमोस्ट वॉल ऑफ अ फ्लावर. इट इज मेड अप ऑफ सेपल्स. जनरली यू सी सेपल्स, व्हाट कलर दे आर?
Green.
Green. And their shape is like a leaf only. Their function is this only. They protect the flower when it is in bud stage. इतना तो पहले भी पढ़ा है, अब ये चीज नया पढ़ेंगे. Calyx may be of two types, gamosepalous or polysepalous. If the sepals are united, okay, ये देखिए ये आपस में एक दूसरे से चिपके हुए हैं. ऊपर बस ऊपर देखिए, यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक कंबाइंड है, ऊपर जाके बस इतना सा पार्ट अलग हो रहा है बेटा, देख रहे हैं आप? See, they're combined to each other. बस ऊपर ऐसा कट आ रहा है. If they're combined together, sepals are united together, we call them as gamosepalous. What are they called?
Gamosepalous.
Gamosepalous.
ये देखो बेटा, सेपल्स बिल्कुल अलग अलग है, एक दूसरे को टच भी नहीं कर रहे हैं. Forget about being united. Such kind of sepals are known as.
Polysepalous.
Polysepalous.
अच्छा, इसको आइडेंटिफाई करिए, गैमो और पॉली.
Polysepalous.
Polysepalous.
Polysepalous. Identify this.
Polysepalous.
Polysepalous.
What about this?
Gamosepalous.
Gamosepalous. There are a lot of new words coming up, I understand. Let's come to corolla. All the petals together make up the corolla. They're brightly colored because they have to attract insects for pollination. Again, exactly the same words. Corolla may be gamopetalous or polypetalous. Beta, there the words were sepal, and here we are going to use petal. Gamosepalous and polysepalous. Here we are going to call it as gamo.
Sepalous.
वहां पे sepalous था, तो यहाँ पे क्या word use कर दें?
Petalous.
Petalous. Gamopetulous.
Yes. The meaning is exactly the same. अच्छा, इसको पहचान. First, let me tell you gamopetalous क्या है. All the petals are united. एक दूसरे से बिल्कुल जुड़े हुए हैं. So this is gamopetalous. If the petals are free like this, तो ये आपका polypetalous है. बेटा पहचानिए जरा. What is this? This is gamopetalous or polypetalous?
Gamopetalous.
Gamopetulous.
Very good. What about this?
Polypetalous.
Polysepalous.
Very good. Polypetalous, because petals का बात हो रहा है. वहां पे हम लोग sepals का बात कर रहे थे. So we use the word gamosepalous and polycephalous. Here we are talking about petals united, so we're going to call it as gamopetalous. And what is this? Polypetal.
Petals.
Petal.
Related है तो gamo. अलग अलग poly means अलग अलग, बहुत सारे दिख रहे हैं, so it's going to be petalless. You know that the shape and the color of petals is different in different kind of flowers. Now the most difficult part of the chapter, that is estivation. Should I start with this or should I take up a revision of what I've done? If you people are confident, I can move on to this. I still have about 20 minutes for the class. It all depends on you. If you want me to do this part estivation, I can do it. If you feel nahi ma'am bahut zyada ho jayega, but if you can do it, then we can finish the chapter before the exams. If not, so would of course pending mein jayega. But I don't want to be very quick. You want me to revise or should I move on to the next topic? Confused? Hmm? Asha, tell me in this way. Are you confident about what we have done the terms? If you read once, you will be able to revise?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then it's okay. Then I'll move further. I'm absolutely okay if you are fine with it. But still, if there's any parts like inflorescence, you're not clear, venation, you're not clear, whatever part you're not clear, please let me know. I'll help you out, okay? See, this is a little difficult part. Estivation is what we are going to do, but I thoda sa confusing hai. Arrangement of sepals and petals is what we call as estivation. Acha, arrangement of veins was called
Venation.
what? Arrangement of leaves was called. याद करिए. Arrangement of leaves. What is that called? Come on, come on. It starts from P. Think.
Phyllotaxy.
Very good.
Phyllotaxy.
Phyllotaxy. Very good. Acha, and what is arrangement of flowers called?
Inflorescence.
Very good. Inflorescence. So please don't get confused between these words. Venation, phyllotaxy, which is the third one we did.
Inflorescence.
Inflorescence. And now the fourth one that we are doing is
Estivation.
estivation. We have done the arrangement of leaves. Now we're going to study the arrangement of what? Sepals and petals. I'll just leave the screen as it is, give you 2-3 minutes. Just see what this is and try to understand. Relate with the above figure and the lower ones. Though it will be difficult for you, beta. But एक बार कोशिश करिए. I'll share the screen and leave it for you for 2-3 minutes. I'll show you a little more detail. See the first one and then we'll discuss data. Try and understand thoda sa because when you'll see, you'll be able to understand in a better manner. I told you that this is a little complicating topic. आराम से करो देख के. Let's see the next slide, children. Twisted. Now see this and understand whatever bit you can. थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आ रहा है? Or nothing?
Yes, ma'am. Somewhat.
Yes, ma'am.
Somewhat. Okay. Like all other topics I told you, they're not that complicating. The only problem I have is, had it been an offline class, I would have showed you the class. See this one, indicate. I'll scroll down now. See this last one, auxiliary. Yes, बच्चे. We said arrangement of sepals and petals is called estivation. Okay. First one was volvate. देखो बेटा. Sepals or petals in a wall just touch one another at the margins, but they do not overlap. See this. These, it could be sepals or it could be petals, anything. See, this is one petal, this is the other petal. It is touching at the margins. They'll touch at the margins, but there is a gap between both of them. This shows that they will not overlap each other. Clear, beta? Where will they
Yes,
touch
ma'am.
each other? Yes. देखो बच्चों, यहाँ पे देखो clear रहेगा. They have shown you this side that they are touching at the margins. और ये जानबूझ के स्पेस छोड़ के बताया गया है that they are not overlapping. The best example is calotropis. Such kind of estivation is known as volvate. Again, this is a part of your practical. A flower will be given to you. You will have to identify. देखो बच्चे. One margin of the appendage overlaps that of the next one and so on. ये देखो यहाँ पे ज्यादा क्लियर दिखेगा. ये वाला मार्जिन इसको ओवरलैप कर रहा है, ये वाला नहीं कर रहा. वन मार्जिन करेगा खाली. ये देखिए ये इसको ओवरलैप कर रहा है ये वाले पेटल की ये वाली मार्जिन इसको ओवरलैप कर रही है, बट ये वाला नहीं कर रहा है। सिमिलरली इस पेटल में भी आप ध्यान से देखो, ये वाला जो मार्जिन है ये इस ओवरलैप कर रहा है, बट इधर नहीं कर रहा है। सो यहाँ पे देखो, ये है पेटल, one side is overlapping, the other is not. See this one, we draw it like this. This is how we show in diagrams. ये बनाना मुश्किल रहता है. See over here, this is overlapping. एक के ऊपर एक आ रहा है, but ये free है, यहाँ पे overlapping है. Such kind of estimation is known as
Twisted estimation.
moving on to the third one, that is imbricate. ये देखो, they do overlap the margins. देखो दोनों तरफ से overlapping हो रहा है बेटा, but not in any particular direction. कोई कहीं भी overlap कर जाएगा. ये यहाँ दोनों तरफ से ओवरलैप कर रहा है, ये देखो बेटा, यहाँ एक तरफ कर रहा है, एक तरफ नहीं कर रहा है, यहाँ बिल्कुल ही नहीं कर रहा है. ओवरलैपिंग है बट कोई फिक्स्ड पैटर्न नहीं है, कहीं पे कर रहा है, कहीं पे दोनों मार्जिन कर रहे हैं, कभी कहीं पे एक ही कर रहा है. ये देखिए यहाँ पे ओवरलैपिंग हो रहा है, यहाँ पे नहीं हो रहा है, यहाँ पे एक मार्जिन में हो रहा है. ऑफकोर्स है ओवरलैपिंग बट नॉट इन अ पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन. गुलमोहर इज द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल. घर के बाहर आपको इजीली मिल जाएगा, आप इसको स्टडी कर सकते हैं. दिस इज इंट्रिकेट एस्टिमेशन. द लास्ट इज वेक्सिलरी. ये सबसे कंफ्यूजिंग है. देयर आर 5 पेटल्स. द लार्जेस्ट पेटल, ये सबसे बड़ा वाला, इज नोन एज द स्टैंडर्ड पेटल. लार्जेस्ट पेटल इज कॉल्ड एज द स्टैंडर्ड पेटल. दिस ओवरलैप्स द 2 लेटरल पेटल्स. ठीक है बच्चे, सबसे ऊपर वाला जो पेटल है ये वाला, ये पहले इससे समझते हैं, फिर आप इसमें आइडेंटिफाई करिएगा. ये हमारा लार्जेस्ट पेटल है, स्टैंडर्ड. ये ओवरलैप करेगा इन दोनों को, जो नीचे वाले दो, ये जो नीचे वाले दो पेटल्स हैं इनको लेटरल पेटल्स बोलते हैं, और वी कॉल देम एज विंग्स. फिर ये वाले लेटरल पेटल्स फिर ओवरलैप करेंगे, व्हिच आर नोन एज कील, और दे आर कॉल्ड एज द एंटीरियर पेटल्स. ओके, चलो ये देखते हैं. ये आपका लार्जेस्ट पेटल है, ये वाला. व्हाट इज दिस पेटल कॉल्ड एज?
Standard pattern.
Standard petal.
दिस इज ओवरलैपिंग दीज टू. इसके नीचे ये जो दो छोटे पेटल्स हैं, दोनों को ओवरलैप कर रहा है. दीज आर नोन एज
Lateral petals or wings.
very good, lateral petals or wings. And they will overlap. ये जो सबसे छोटे वाले petals है नीचे, what are they called as?
Anterior petals or
Petals of keel.
If we identify it this way, तो ये सबसे छोटे वाले कौन से हैं? What are they called?
keel.
Anterior petals keel.
Anterior petals or keels. इनको overlap करने वाले थोड़े से और बड़े,
Lateral petals.
Lateral petals or wings.
the biggest one over here.
Standard petal.
Standard petal.
So total there are how many petals?
5.
5 petals.
See, this is a beautiful example and the easiest one. पहचानिए बेटा, which petal is this? ये वाला जो है, ये बड़ा वाला.
Standard petal.
Standard petal.
It is overlapping these two, जो इससे थोड़े छोटे हैं. What are these petals?
Lateral petals or wings.
Lateral petals or wings.
Yes, lateral petals or wings. ये इससे नीचे ये जो थोड़े थोड़े और छोटे छोटे whitish दिख रहे हैं. What are these petals?
Anterior petals or
Anterior
keel.
petals or keel.
What kind of estivation is this?
Vexillary.
Estivation.
So that means how many petals over here? 5. How many petals are there?
5.
Sorry, let's do it once again. एक बार देखते रहिए. I'll keep scrolling down and learn the examples also. Side by side, learn the examples also, beta. I'll keep scrolling down. You should be able to draw these figures now, the ones I've shown down.
Yes, ma'am.
See the second one. Try to collect as many flowers as you can from your neighborhood, your garden, and relate things. Leaves, flowers, venation, estivation, phyllotaxy. Try and do it practically as much as you can better. Should I go down?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Feeling a bit confident now? Arrangement of sepals and petals vita. This pattern you can find in sepals also. Though we are explaining only in terms of petals, but the same condition can be found in sepals also. And for both, we use the term estivation only. Done, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
There's hardly any time. Bye, beta. We'll meet on Monday again with you. Okay? Chalo. God bless you all. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
God bless, beta.